When my wife and I came to Elevation for the first time, it was interesting because people were asking us to get involved. It wasn't just a church service where you sat and attended. It was actually a place to get involved and to put action behind your faith. We started volunteering.
So I was leading this eGroup for a period of time, and Stan was one of those guys that just wanted to do more. I sat down with him one time and I was like, Stan, I think your next opportunity is leading this eGroup. And if you meet Stan, he's this quiet guy, but he was saying every excuse possible to get himself out of it. But somehow we were able to convince him to step out of his comfort zone.
Understanding that I was exactly who God had put in that position to lead that group was something that I had to learn how to do. I had to have the faith to take that step.
New York was tough, man. I started spiraling into drugs and alcohol, thoughts of depression, anxiety. I was relapsing a lot. I felt my spirit being fought for. That whole year of COVID, there was a lot of fear going on. It kind of allowed me to take a step back and really start to dive into who God is. And that's when I really found God, when I really found Jesus. And I gave my life to Christ. My wife also was listening to Elevation, and she was listening to, Pastor Furtick, his 1-minute Instagram videos, which, by the way, drove me crazy at times. And I didn't realize, and I look back now, that it was truth that my spirit was rejecting. But eventually, the more I kept watching the sermons, the more I kept listening to Pastor Furtick, my spirit was being moved. My wife eventually said, hey, baby, you want to join an eGroup? She was telling me to join an eGroup. She found Stanley's eGroup. She was like, oh, I found an eGroup. It's at 7 a.m. It's Bible study, the one you want. I was like, all right, let's do it.
It was easy to tell Frankie had a story. It was also easy to see Frankie was hurting. You could see him heal as he told the story. And the experience that he was sharing for him felt like it was healing for him. But what he didn't realize is he was helping me. His willingness to be vulnerable changed a lot of lives.
I needed someone to speak life into me, because I was dead. I know I was dead. Stanley called me up one day and he goes, I know you want to get baptized. We want to take care of everything for you.
So I got the guys together and asked who would be able to help, and immediately one guy says, I'll get the hotel room. It took a matter of hours, and we had him away to make it to North Carolina.
It really gave me that dynamic of what home is. It was just an amazing experience, man. It was like a breath of fresh air, man. It felt invigorating to be around people who just love.
Frankie got baptized, but it felt like something for the whole group.
As we were driving back, the minute, I didn't even want to say the second, we crossed over the Williamsburg Bridge, right away I felt like, oh man, what's going on here? And we looked at each other right away and said, we got to go back to Charlotte.
He called me and he said, we're moving to North Carolina.
Packed up everything, and sure enough, when God says move, you move. What I love about the church community is everyone invites everyone with a hug. They're so caring. It's incredible to feel that.
It's awesome to see somebody walk through the doors and then make that transition from being a consumer to being a contributor. Watching Frankie grow, watching him step into a new role, serving and being able to talk to people and tell people that story. That's what your church is.
Everyone's story is different. What I do want to share with others is to ask God what his purpose is for you, because he will move in your life.
Frankie tells me every single weekend, this is my family.
Stanley has been more than, we call it, a father figure, and he's been a brother, a friend. I'm just glad we're here, and I'm just glad that, I'm just happy, dude. I'm just happy. I've never been happier in my life.